Hey guys, like the new studio? Just kidding. I'm at work right now, have a little break, and I just wanted to record a short intro for this Near Dark review. This video was actually recorded in May of 2019, so almost a year ago, going on a long time. It was recorded back when I was first starting to record this series of videos, so you're gonna notice it's a little bit more raw, a little bit more rough. I was still kind of trying to figure out what I was trying to do with all these things. So it's not quite as like there content-wise as some of the newer videos. I think I struggle a little bit more with like what I'm trying to say about the movie, but the reaction is very real because I had just gotten out of the theater and seen this for the first time on the big screen. So I thought about redoing the video, but I knew that I couldn't fake that excitement. I knew I couldn't fake that that energy again, and I didn't think that it would come off as well, so I just decided to stick with the original video that I shot. Anyways, hope you like it. Frank, hope you watch Near Dark soon so that we can talk about it more. So, on to the video. Frank, we are at number 32 on your list. Number 32 is Near Dark from 1987. Near Dark is directed by the patron saint of female directors, Kathryn Bigelow. You might remember Kathryn Bigelow from other films that she's done, such as Point Break, Blue Steel, and another film that you have on this list a little ways down the road, Strange Days. Near Dark stars Adrian Pasdar, Jenny Wright, Bill Paxton, Lance Henrikson, Jenette Goldstein, Joshua John Miller, Tim Thomerson, and Marcie Leeds. So basically, in a way, Near Dark is kind of like an Aliens reunion film, because you've got Bill Paxton, Jenette Goldstein, and Lance Henrikson, all who are just basically coming off of Aliens. Jim Cameron's Aliens. Jim Cameron was, at the time, I believe, either going out with Kathryn Bigelow or married to Kathryn Bigelow. So you have them coming from Aliens onto Near Dark and having a little like alien cast continuation thing going on there, which is kind of fun. So your thoughts on the film were a little odd this time. Your thoughts were, I need to watch the rest of the movie, but I'm sure you'll like it. So you haven't even watched this, and you're making me watch it, which is kind of weird, but okay, I dig it. I've actually watched this before. I watched it way back in film school. I remember liking it at the time, but I didn't remember that much else about it. But I actually had the opportunity to see this again at the New Beverly on the big screen. So I was pretty excited about that. They just happened to be playing it, and I was like, oh, that's on Frank's list. So I went and saw it, and it was amazing. So Near Dark basically breaks down to a vampire film. Adrian Pasdar plays this local yokel who picks up this girl, May, played by Jenny Wright. He offers to take her home. They are driving in the middle of nowhere. He stops the car and tries to basically blackmail her into making out with him. And before she goes in to kiss him, she ends up biting his neck and turning him. She escapes, and he tries to make his way home. But before he can get home, this group of vampires that she's a part of, played by Lance Henrikson, Bill Paxton, Jenette Goldstein, and Joshua John Miller, they all come after him and kidnap him. That starts a chain of events. That has Caleb's dad and sister trying to find him. So what did I think about Near Dark? Like I said before, I like Near Dark. Seeing it again reminded me of the fact that I liked it. Because before I was like, I don't know whether I did or not. I was pretty sure that I did, but I saw it a long time ago and I couldn't remember. But definitely, I definitely realize that I do really like it now. It's not a perfect film. There's some like dumb things that happen in it, but I'll tell you that the film like almost glides on Bill Paxton's charisma alone.
Well, I'll be kick your head.
In that movie, like, you could just have him. You don't even really need Lance Henrikson and Jenette Goldstein and Joshua John Miller in it.
It's finger licking good.
You could just have Bill Paxton and Jenny Wright as May, and like that could be it, and it would still work. I mean, the other characters fill it out very nicely, and Joshua John Miller, who plays Homer, actually has some great moments in it. Especially, there's some, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's some things that happen between him and another character that really kind of keep you on the edge as to what's going to happen in the future of this movie. But anyway, I like the take that this movie had on a vampire film. I don't know if you ever saw vampires so rowdy before this movie. Maybe there have definitely been versions of that after Near Dark, but I don't know of any film before Near Dark where they were sort of like, where vampires were sort of like rowdy hellraisers, you know, and they do it in a really they just do it in a perfect way for this story. Caleb is the vampire who's trying his best to stay human. He's, you know, because he's just been turned, like, he still doesn't want to kill anybody. He doesn't want to drink anybody's blood. Like, he still does not want to do this, but he knows that if he doesn't, like, they're going to kill him, you know, because Lance Henrikson, who's sort of the leader of this group, gives him like a couple of days basically to sort of like prove himself, you know. If he doesn't, then they're going to kill him. They're gonna. So, would I recommend this film to people? Yeah, if you can find it. Unfortunately, the Blu-ray and DVD are both out of print. They're available, but they're kind of expensive, you know. I mean, I'm talking $20-25 for a DVD, for a used DVD, an old used DVD, 40 and up for a used Blu-ray. There are more outrageous prices than that I've seen on out-of-print movies, but like that's still pretty high, I think. I mean, I would not want to pay $40 just to have this on Blu-ray. It's not available on any streaming services for free or to rent. So I just happened to be very lucky that the New Beverly was playing it when they were, and you know, got to go down there and see it. But I would recommend, if anybody is interested in Near Dark, if you can track it down, I would highly recommend seeing it. I think it's definitely one of Kathryn Bigelow's best. I think it's a great role for Bill Paxton. He has a lot of great ones, but this one is there. He just like gives it all in this role. And everybody is good in it. Every single actor is good in this film. You know, Kathryn Bigelow did a great job with it. Everything from the writing. I think she has a story by credit. I think somebody else wrote the actual script, but she at least has a story credit. So she did a great job, you know, working on the story with people and just directing the film. I love all of the location design and the production design in it, and just the costume design and the makeup that they use. Everything is just really cool in this film. Like I said, it's not a perfect film, but it's a really good film, and I would highly recommend it. Okay, so the next film is The Shop Around the Corner. Looking forward to this one. We'll see. Apparently, it's a precursor to You've Got Mail. So I think. So we shall see. But anyway, so yeah, Near Dark, fantastic. If you can find it, definitely watch it.
I would love to, when you watch it, Frank, which hopefully will be soon, because I know you have a copy of it, let me know what you think about it, because I want to hear your thoughts on it. So until then, Frank and whoever else is watching this, I will see you next time. Have a good one.